Hey everyone! Today is the first official event in Pokemon Pokopia, and apparently a mysterious Pokemon is at the Pokemon Center, so we're gonna go and check it out and yeah, just try and work our way through the event. So appreciate you being here. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoy this kind of content, and let's get into it! So we're back in the withered wasteland where we started our journey, and the Pokemon Center is covered in dandelions and flowers, which is pretty cool. And there is a Hoppip here who we haven't seen yet, of course. So let's have a little chat. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. And where am I and how did I get here? Your guess is as good as mine, Hoppip. I must have gotten blown around by the wind while I was asleep. Oh, that's kind of cute and also tragic at the same time. Still, I like it here. It's got a nice vibe. So if this is where the wind brought me, I guess I'll try living here. Okay, so this is the event, of course. It's the More Spores for Hoppip event. I really like cotton spores, you know. They're so nice and fluffy. I collected a bunch, but then they all got blown away. So the idea of this event is, of course, to go and collect these spores on behalf of Hoppip, trade them with furniture, I believe, or for furniture, sorry, and then use those to build habitats in order to count Hoppip's evolutions, which is a really cool event, and obviously we already know it's the first of many, so I want to build another collection, but I don't think I have much luck finding cotton spores around here. You won't find any cotton spores nearby, but you might have more luck on Dream Island, so we have to travel to Dream Islands in order to find these, which is good because we found two dolls already, so I guess the prerequisite for this event is not only having a rebuilt Pokemon Center, but also having access to Drifloon in the Dream Islands, and of course a Pokédoll. Now you can of course find an Eevee doll pretty close to this Pokemon Center, and if you head over to Bleaky Beach or Vermilion, there's a bunch of dolls there as well, so we found a Pikachu one as well. If you have any cotton spores, I'll be really happy if you could share some with Ditto. I'll give you one of my special treasures in exchange. Anyway, so before we go to a Dream Island, we've learned one thing. It's not to go with full pockets. I'm going to put the Eevee doll away as well and utilize the Pikachu doll. So with all of our stuff in storage and empty pockets, armed with a Pikachu doll, we're going to go and find Drifloon. Oh, a new doll. It's so cute. Yeah, here's our Pikachu doll. So we haven't been to the Pikachu doll island yet anyway, so this is going to be a bit of a bonus as well. So we'll find seashells and things like that there. That is absolutely fine. We're actually looking for cotton spores. Okay, we made it to a new island. Here we are. Just let me know when you want to head back. Oh, I see some cotton spores already. How exciting. Okay, so here are the cotton spores, and they're going to be floating around all over the Dream Island. And we've just got to collect them. Now, I have no idea how many we need. Okay, so we collected our first cotton spore. There we go. Small white tufts of cotton. We might take anything else that's kind of lying around that we can suck up. But we are on the lookout mostly for cotton spores. Okay, so far they're easy to find on the beach. Makes me wonder if we're actually going to find anywhere else. Every dream... Oh, there's some interesting stuff going on over here. Every Dream Island also... Whoa. Has secrets, outfits, audio, music... So it's worth checking everything out and collecting some rare items as well if this is your first visit. We found a box sofa! Okay, there's no telling how many cotton tufts we need, cotton spores. So I'm just going to go around and basically collect all of them from this island that I can see anyway. We can always come back. We've got 2 weeks to do this. Okay, I've done pretty much a full circle. By the way, I will be stealing that entire building. But we need to make our way up the mountain now and see if there's any other cotton spores there that we can steal. The last thing I want to do is get back and need like 100 spores. I just found another cave by accident. Let's check it out. Something cool in here. Oh, like a pedestal. Oh, metal ingots. I'm also stealing this pedestal. And the stairs. And more have spawned over there. So it does look like the longer you spend here, the more spawn in, which is good. Oh, I missed a spore at the top of the mountain. Before we head back, though, I'm just going to demolish this building. Well, I half took it down. So after going around the island a couple of times and exploring as best I can, we found 20 cotton spores. So I do wonder if that's the limit. Yeah, so let's head back and see if that's enough to do anything with Hoppip. I imagine, to be honest, we might have to do this over a few days so we can get more and more cotton spores and get more and more items. But let's go and see. Okay, we made it back safely to the Pokemon Center thanks to Drifloon, and the tips we've learned so far is go with empty pockets, also take some berries or something to replenish your PP, and just raid the island whilst you're there for other resources. But the biggest tip so far, at least on the Pikachu Dream Island, is that there only appears to be 20 cotton spores, at least for now. Okay, heading into the Pokemon Center, and this is Hoppip's shop. This is all the stuff that we can buy, so I'll be interested to see just how much this kind of stuff costs, because we do only have 20 cotton spores. I'm interested in the rucksack, honestly, so let's have a little look what the flower backpack costs. Hey, Ditto, I want this. Okay then, would you be willing to trade 5 clusters of cotton spores? Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually. And you have 20. That's like Hoppip's like, you have 20, gimme! Okay, let's try some of the smaller items. The water bottle. I want this. Okay, would you be willing to trade 5? I don't think it's going to get any less than 5, so we'll trade for that. I'm probably going to get the backpack as well, to be honest. What about this one? The lunchbox. What kind of picnic is a picnic without a lunchbox? Would you be willing to trade 5? Okay. And we'll go for the backpack as well. So we will need to play this multiple days in order to get more cotton spores. Now, since we're in here, we'll just cover all the items that are available from this Hoppip event. We have the Dandy Flower Seeds, which is a pack of 5, which we can use to make habitats as well. That's 5 cotton spores. The Flowery Table Setting, which is 10. Flower Table, which is 10. The Flower Cushion, which is 10. The Picnic Blanket, the most expensive, 15 spores that costs. The Hoppip Water Bottle, 5, which we just bought. The Lunchbox, 5. The Juice Trio, 5. The Flower Backpack, we also just bought for 5. And then there's a Flower Garlands, and it's times 10, so you get 10 garland pieces for 5 cotton spores. Now, there are 3 habitats you can also create by utilizing the items from the Hoppip event, and that is the Yellow Carpet, which will see all 3 Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff potentially spawn there. We have the Field Trip Friends, which is actually some of the items we brought, which is great, which will see Skiploom stop by. And finally, we have the Dandelion Lunchtime, which is kind of a combination of the two. We have some dandelions and some of the other items, including the cushion, the lunchbox, and the table setting, all of which will see Jumpluff spawn in. With that out of the way, let's go and build a habitat. So we'll place down the backpack. We'll place down the lunchbox, just kind of next to it somewhere. Maybe we can get it just there. And then we'll go ahead and put the water bottle down. And that is our first habitat. So we just have to wait patiently now and hope a Skiploom spawns in. Of course, it is a rarer Pokemon, so it might take some time. But look at this cute lunchbox. These items are really awesome. We may as well recap whilst we're waiting. This is a limited time event. It's only for 2 weeks, I believe, with the end date being March 24th. The good news is this isn't a server live event or anything like that. It's kind of hard-coded in the game, which means even if you bought the game in 6 months' time, technically, even if they don't reissue the event sometime, you can time travel back to this point and be able to take part in this event. Okay, our patience paid off. It took about 5 minutes, but eventually Skiploom has spawned into our little habitat. And we'll have a little chat. Hey, check it out. Isn't my flowers so nice and pretty? It is actually. It's full of energy because, I mean, this whole place is just so nice, you know? So yeah, I'm thinking about living here. I hope we can be friends. So we became friends with Skiploom, the second event Pokemon. We may as well let Skiploom stay in this little habitat for now because no other Pokemon can spawn in there anyway, and the only way to get Jumpluff is by building the other habitat. Okay, before calling it a day, I want to let you know you can, of course, time travel if you don't want to wait until tomorrow to head to a different island, and a whole bunch more cotton spores have spawned in. So if you're on a bit of a tight schedule, you can, of course, time travel to the next day and a whole bunch more cotton spores will have spawned in, which will allow you, of course, to complete the event in kind of half an hour or so. So whether you time travel to do it the same day or whether you wait to the next to go to another dream island, you can get a bunch more spores. This will of course allow us to buy the rest of the items, or most of them, as well as some seeds so we can actually grow some dandelion flowers and encounter the final Pokemon. Yes, I want this, please. We're going to go ahead and buy a few more items that we'll need for the final habitat. And we'll buy the last one we need. And we should be able to make the final habitat. Plant the dandelions, we'll place the table setting, we'll put the cushion down, and we've had to steal the lunchbox from Skiploom. And if you do want to borrow an item from Skiploom's habitat, you can literally move Skiploom into any other habitat, of course. At least until you make a house for them. Of course, we're going to need the dandelion to grow, so let's go find Bulbasaur. I need you to make this bloom. Yay! And straight away, just like that, we've got the habitat. So you pretty much can fast track a lot of this stuff. Thank you, Bulbasaur. Now we wait for Skiploom to spawn in, hopefully. I've been waiting like 20 minutes and Jumpluff still hasn't spawned in yet. So I've been waiting a while, and I even planted the other seeds in order to create 2 habitats in which Jumpluff could spawn, and still like an hour in, Jumpluff hasn't spawned yet. So I guess the last tip of this video is to make these habitats as early as possible in the 2-week period of the event in order to increase your chances of actually encountering a Jumpluff. Maybe I've just got bad luck, or maybe it really is a rare Pokemon after all. So once you've caught the Pokemon, you've created all the habitats, and you've brought all of the items, you can continue to spend your cotton spores on additional items in case you want to use them for decorating, or you can patiently wait for the next event, which is occurring, I believe, at the end of April. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of tips and tricks guide gameplay video of the More Spores for Hoppip event in Pokemon Pokopia. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.